and it's taken a toll on his brain and his.
Guys, it's taking a toll on my brain. It's taking a toll on my brain. Aaron, my YouTube channel's back. We're gonna overtake your show in no time. It's overtaking my brain. You want to know the truth, Aaron, about me? I have been sober before. It's called probation. Did you know, Aaron, that when I was sober, straight and narrow, doing everything right every day, applying myself to the program, I'm still the same caustic, toxic cocksucker that I've always been. I will, whether I'm sober, whether I'm drunk, whether I'm at work, or whether I'm off the clock, I don't suffer fools, and I will not subject myself to a lifetime of being nice. I am just as much of a disagreeable, annoying prick when I'm sober as I am when I'm drunk or I'm high. Ask Royce. Royce prefers me drunk. It's not alcoholism. It's not drug use, Aaron. See, much like you, I also have a bunch of cluster B personality disorders. But unlike you, I'm willing to admit it. And by admit it, by saying in public, I'm a shit guy. Don't date me. Don't be a close friend of mine. Don't do that kind of shit. I'll only hurt you. You lack that fucking emotional maturity. You're going to Al-Anon meetings and doing this whole, I've really grown a lot. April's really, she's got to get out of that fucking house, dude. The drugs and it's no way to live, dude. I learned, even though I was doing the same shit as you super recently, and I didn't actually stop doing it until I got my heart broken and I felt vengeful. You gotta get out of that, man. It's a road you don't want to go down, man. Aaron, I'm a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Chad Zumach, Patrick Melton, pieces of shit. Kevin Brennan, Carl, to some extent, pieces of shit. Shitty dudes making shitty, mean content. That's the game. When are you going to admit your faults just one time? Just one time. Come clean. Open up to your audience. Show them your faults. You won't do that. You need people to think that you're on this fucking road to recovery and we're coming along with you, man.
Ability to reason. Like, he's not the same guy.
Triple N, it works if you work it.
Was 4 or 5 years ago. And a lot of people hated him 4 or 5 years ago. But one thing I've noticed is that the whole thing with me is so forced. Like, it's so forced for views, and it's...
He really thinks that he's doing great. Aaron is convinced that people like me or Patrick Melton or Chad Zumach or anybody else, Carl, there's a bunch of people that are goofing on you, right? That we're somehow forcing this narrative that's not true just to create drama for the audience. Aaron, it's pretty simple. You beg for money, you've been circling the train, and we are laughing at you. And before you, I was laughing at fucking Teddy Hart. Before that, I was laughing at Owen Benjamin. There's always a new idiot coming along that we can laugh at. And if we can, look, and other people go, it's so forced, he does it every night. Yeah, because when you can come in and just phone it in and milk one for a whole week, work smarter, not harder.
So forced for attention. Because Mersh and I were I wouldn't say cool. Like, I didn't really, like, Mersh and I had a very, ships passing in the night kind of a thing. Not really.
He ran to me when Chad Zumock was freaking out about his wife. He ran to me. What do I do about this? Aaron, I was the one, and I regret it to this day. And I eat shit about it every day now. Virgie rubs it in my face. Pessy rubs it in my face. Royce rubs it in my face. Anytime some steel toe drama pops up, everybody at ROTC at a pre-show meeting will be like, oh yeah, who was your buddy that you were nice to? And I was like, I know, I feel bad. I genuinely always saw steel toe as a guy who clearly was never going to be a threat. He was never going to be threatening my position at night. Who cares? So it was like, I constantly, do you know how many times I would go in and we'd do the pre-show meeting in ROTC? And somebody else would be like, yo, did you know Steel Toe, stole another one of, your Nightwave bits? Or Steel Toe was doing Tarot Combat and stealing Daywave bit. Royce found Steel Toe because Steel Toe was stealing his shit in the morning. And he's like, why is this guy doing my bit? And Royce was nice to him in public, but was like, I fucking don't like this guy. He's sleazy. He thinks who the fuck he is. He's a cocky little who steals everyone's shit. I'm like, he's harmless. He's just a radio hack. Everybody's always covering the same shit. It's derivative. How often have you seen me ever come out and unironically say, this dude stole my bit? Yeah, I did it to Steel Toe when he started doing fucking Money Plane, which we did for years. I was like, all right, Money Plane is kind of low-key my thing. I brought it to ROTC. ROTC wouldn't even have riffed Money Plane. Again, the Money Plane thing bugged me because that came from my ex-girlfriend years ago. And that was a moment between us when she's like, I know Mersh is going to fucking love this. And she sent it to me and she's like, fucking Money Plane. And I'm like, what is this? And she's like, Money Plane. You're insane. But, I'm just pointing out that there's very obscure shit that we do that he takes. But at first it was just little subtle things. He'd be like, he'd make a similar joke or something. And I'd be like, that's a throwaway joke anyway. I'm sure it's parallel thinking. This guy's a harmless radio hack. He's not going to ever affect us in any way. Who cares, But everyone just slowly over time were like, I fucking hate this fucking and I was like, it's whatever. It is what it is. But Aaron, I never got unhinged. I was defending you. I was always the one going, he's a nice guy. Leave him alone. And then when Chad Zumock went after you in April and went after fucking Ashley, I told you, dude, you got to decide. And he'll never acknowledge it. To this day, he won't acknowledge it. But I told Aaron in his DMs, listen, bro, you got to decide if you want April to be your fucking co-host or your wife. You're not going to be able to maintain both. I promise you this. And if you've already come up against the first boss battle on the first level, and it's Chad Zumock, and you find yourself looking at Chad Zumock like he's some kind of Elden Ring boss that you can't defeat, I promise you, once you blow past Chad Zumock and defeat him, the internet's only going to get deeper and darker and scarier and more fucked up. These people are going to look into every moment of every day of your little fucking affairs, your goings on, etc., etc. You are going to find yourself in a world of A-logging, and how he's on Kiwi Farms. And guess what, buddy? You can talk all that shit about Melton and how Kiwi Farms is going after him, but you and Melton have been on Kiwi Farms for the same amount of times, and your thread is 3 times longer than his. You haven't even begun to feel the wrath of the internet yet. They're just waiting for the next step. You're still just a baby on the farms. They're gonna fucking destroy you. Are they all unhinged? And now he's pretending like, me and Mersh never really talked. No, we did talk, Aaron. I tried to school you. You didn't take my advice, and now you want to act like we were just 2 ships passing in the night, which is something that gay guys say. That's something you say about pussy or bussy.
Are you cool or not cool? And then he just kind of forced this feud. Like Johnny had that tough day. Mersh and I had no problems. And then he just kind of forced it. I think
Did I force it? I made your co-host cry. I made you end your show early. I made Johnny get a raise that you have admitted ever since then on a daily basis you're unable to maintain. Aaron, some would say, from a show-to-show aspect, if it's a drama stream and we're drama between shows, I basically just fucking blew your asshole out. You admitted, and Johnny admitted in time, that because I made Johnny cry, you had to give Johnny a raise. And that now you've been crying ever since then. Oh God, I can't make my nut because Johnny had to get a raise. I feel like maybe you're seething. We had that thing with Johnny. It was no big deal. We were cool. Yeah, we were cool because you're a fucking worm who still wanted to be cool. Because the world was falling apart around you. And by the way, remember, when I made Johnny cry, it was before the Recato arrest, and it was before it was ever even confirmed that Aaron wasn't with April anymore. It was the beginning of the end. The first support beam that got kicked out from underneath the steel toe empire was Johnny crying. And then within a few days, it was, oh shit, April got arrested with the Recatas on coke. And it was like, all right, my wife's not with me anymore. And it just started it all. Am I really seething, Aaron? Because I don't care. I don't care, dude. My sister died a month ago. Okay? You think I'm thinking about you? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think I'm thinking about? You really think I'm seething over you? The last 2 months of my life have been a fucking blur. Between the driving and the gigs and my sister dying and having to go up to New York and everything's been a fucking blur, dude. Do you think I have time to keep up with you? I don't even have time to do fucking prep for my own show. Grow up. Quit being a bitch. Nobody's seething. I have things going on in my life that are eating at me that are way deeper than this, whatever you think this is, which it's nothing. You're a guy I'm laughing at.
The Rumble thing is fucked. He can't get his YouTube back. And when people are panicking about shit like that, they either take it inside and I'm
not panicking. I'm just trying to get my YouTube back. And I'm trying to not have to I'm trying to not have to pay our fucking lawyer a few $100 to send a letter to get it back, which if he does, I probably will get it back. Do I ever seem like Aaron, let me school you on something here. The more you try to convince people that I give a fuck about any of this, the more you're going to come off like a disingenuous Just telling you that. You're going to come off like a disingenuous I don't care about any of this. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. Aaron, I have more emotions invested in the local stray cats I help than I do regarding any of this internet shit. I have made it very clear in the past that if I could nuke the fucking internet, if I could press a button right now, boop boop, and just nuke the internet, knowing full well that it would fuck my income up as much as anyone else's, I would do it in a heartbeat. Seriously. If I could just press a button and nuke the internet and it was no more, I'll go back to the clubs. And with no internet and no OnlyFans and none of that shit, I'll go back to the clubs and I'll make a fortune. The strip clubs were making a fortune pre-internet. I'll call Tony Hernandez tomorrow and go, hey, you know how the internet's not a thing anymore? I'm the guy that did that. I just nuked the internet. You got any shifts for me? And I'd probably have to start a mixture of day and night shift, but I'd be making money, and I'd probably be making more money than I do doing Nightwave. I don't care about any of this. When I tell you that I am so much less emotionally invested, not just in the well-being of me or the well-being of Steelo or Aaron Imholt as a person, I promise you this. I don't care about the well-being of this planet. That's not to say I'm depressed or I'm mad or that I want to, like you know, that's the other thing when we tell people like I'm okay with dying and they go, oh, so you want to die? Are you suicidal? No, I'm just saying I'm okay with it. I'm Irish, Aaron. We adapt. If I wake up tomorrow and the internet's not a thing anymore, I'll adjust. I'd lose weight. I'd probably be like, hey, you know what, man? I'm going to get down to the park more often, play some half-court games. You know? I'd take up a new hobby. I'd learn. I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go fishing. I'm not a big fish guy, but maybe I'll go fishing now. The Irish are historically known for just adapting to how bad things are. So, you know what I mean? If nukes started dropping and all of a sudden the next day, like most people would be coughing and crying, and I'd be like, you know what? The metallic taste of the air, I don't hate it. We're gonna make do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a make do guy, Aaron. When I was in Duquesne, I wanted to eat fresh ragout. I had to have a grilled cheese off the radiator. I wanted to fuck a woman. I jacked off into a tissue. I made do. I make do, Aaron. You're a guy that has admitted openly many times, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. I need my kids to think I'm a winner. I need to play golf. I need to do all these things. I need the world to think I'm a certain thing, or I'm gonna melt the fuck down. I don't feel that way. Let me tell you something, Aaron. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, and it's something that might help you in life. You might come off more like the genuine article. You might be more authentic to people. Understand this. I have a chat room full of people right now. They donate money, they do this or whatever the fuck. It's great. If any one of these fucking people right now, tomorrow, decides they wake up and they don't love me anymore, I'm fine with it. All right? My mother died when I was 25 years old. My father died when I was 30. They didn't leave me a lake cabin I could hide from the cops with my kids at when I send revenge porn. I don't have a dad that I have this strained, awkward relationship with because I destroyed the entire fucking sanctity of our family, left the mother of his grandkids so I could run off with some slut to Vegas and get married. I didn't have that awkwardness. They're just dead. I don't have parents to bail me out like you do. I don't have parents with a lake house to go hang out at like you do. I don't have an infinitely patient ex-wife who's still only dealing with you because clearly she doesn't want to be the kind of cunt that doesn't involve her fucking children in their dad's life. Aaron, I promise you, you're the guy that, despite everything you've done, Ashley and her husband are bending over backwards to where their spines are snapping to just be patient because your ex-wife Ashley is genuinely like, I just don't want to be the kind of cunt who withholds kids from their dad. I don't have that kind of shit in my life. I also don't have pending revenge porn charges. I've never had a protection order put out against me by a woman, much less violated one. I'm not seething and I'm not angry. We're laughing at you. And for you to imply that I'm spiraling because, yeah, Mersh drinks too much. Mersh should worry about his health more. Mersh should be more positive. Hey, if I was more positive like you, would I be sending Gino nudes of my ex-girlfriends and going, your boy didn't do too bad, did he? This fucking guy really thinks he's in a better position than me right now. His life is falling apart. And Aaron, I promise you, it's going to get worse. You're now on the radar of the Sektur. And by the time it's come and gone, when they realize Ralph's not melting down like they want him to, when they realize Rekieta's bouncing back, they're gonna need a corn harvest. And I promise you, Aaron, when you are finally sacrificed for the corn harvest, it won't be unhinged Mersh that did it. You'll have done it to yourself.
Deal with it internally, or they explode at the world. And he's more in exploding at the world mode right now. Mersh had Gino on and they mutually seethed. Yeah, I don't know if I'm their Walter White.
Guys, were we seething? Anyone? Did anyone watch the Gino stuff? Did anybody watch the Gino interview with me? I thought me and Gino were just two guys getting drunk, having fun, goofing on people, talking about shit like we both knew about. Did at any point, did Gino Biscotti or myself seem angry? Because it felt like a fun interview. We were just, I will admit, we were being a couple of yentas. We were definitely like spilling the tea and dishing and being two gay guys at a nail salon, being like, can you fucking, oh girl, can you believe he sent revenge porn, girl? We were being two black girls that were probably being very gossipy on the fucking Spirit Airlines plane. He still wants the few people still listening to him going, yeah, they were seething. Bro, Gino or fucking Mersh were so angry. I'm like, we were having fun. Me and Gino had a great time. By the way, literally, they were seething. The show ended with me holding up my cat and Gino complimenting my cat, and then Gino holding up his cat and me complimenting his cat. We were literally holding up cats, being like, look at my guy. And he's like, oh, he's a cute little guy. And then 2 minutes later, he's like, here, 6, look at her. And then she was hissing at fucking Keanu, and we were goofing, we were laughing. I called Gino's boss, well, former boss. I did the thing that nobody thought I'd have the balls to do. I called Anthony Cumia out of Gino's face and called him out of Keanu's face. And we were just goofing around. And he left. And then I was like, and I'm sure you think Nick Rekieta is a fucking sex-crazed lunatic cult leader, and you're probably right. Who cares? Ha, 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 let's have a laugh. Did anybody seem unhinged or angry? Gino is honestly like... Jay Fish says, I've never heard Gino talk less, so you both didn't step on each other's toes. Well, because we're both annoyingly overbearing, so we were able to kind of keep it in the middle. Because you could see times where Gino and I were like, oh, gonna overtalk each other. But no, man, I love Gino. We were having fun. We had a good time. What we were seething about. I literally, Gino, by the way, that show made no money because people don't donate. This is one of the reasons I don't have guests on. Because unless I bring on somebody controversial, the only time I bring on a guest and make money is if it's a guest that I hate. Or I have some beef with, you know what I mean? Or there's something tense or something I control them with, you know what I mean? Like, I'll admit this, if I had Aaron on this show, we'd make more money than if I had Gino on, because me and Gino just get along and it was funny. The thing is, like, I don't like having guests on when I don't have a gotcha. Because the only time the internet gives you money for an interview is if it's a gotcha, if it's a blood sports thing. And I didn't have Gino on for that purpose. I had Gino on because I'm like, I fucking like Gino, man. Just come on the show. It'll be fun. You know? Gino's a fucking guy. I just, like, again, Gino is at the top of the list of guys. If I'm in New York City right now, right? if I got to New York City, if me and Royce had a gig in New York, and I'm like, fuck, we're in New York. When do we got to be at the gig? All right, we don't have to be there till tomorrow at 4 p.m. All right, what are we doing tonight? Well, we're in, get to Airbnb, take a shower, blah, blah, blah. Gino, if I'm looking at my phone and thinking, like, I'm in New York, who do I want to drink with? Gino's probably, I wouldn't say the number one guy, because there are people I'm closer with that I'm more, like, that I just have more history with, that are my friends. People I grew up with, I might be like, hey, are you in town? Blah, blah, blah. But if I'm looking for a good drinking buddy, I would just hit Gino up and be like, what are you doing tonight? And if he's like, oh, I got a gig or whatever, what are you doing afterwards? Let's go drink some JMO. Tell Keanu to come hang out. It's the most fun guy, like, I've ever drank with. Thelonious Agatha for 10. Those damn Dodgers won on the Cash App. This is the gambling money that we need for tonight. This is great. Zen Rhino for 5 for more UFC money. Ayo, let's go.
Help. Let's go.
All right, so what's the Cash App up to right now? What are we up to? We're at 165. That's not bad. What's Bitcoin doing right now? Let's see that. Oh, boy. Sorry, I like to send it. If I do Cash App, I usually buy Bitcoin and then send it to the gambling site. It's easier. And I'm just trying to see if it's a good time to buy Bitcoin to put into, if it's going to jump in the next hour or not. Maybe get a few more bucks out of this. But yeah, Aaron, you're a dork.
Right, and they're Jesse Pinkman, and they're just like, he can't keep getting away with it, but I don't know. Somebody on Kiwi Farms yesterday called me Teflon Imholt. I thought that was funny. And then another person goes, no, he's more the Forrest Gump of the sector. I'm like, I'll take it. What?
This guy is gonna, hey, Aaron, again, I'm trying, despite my seething, despite the fact that clearly you think I hate you so much. I want you destroyed, Aaron. Buddy, please stop citing your Kiwi Farms threads on your show. Please, he won't listen to me. He's going to say I'm seething. He's going to say I'm wrong. Aaron is a guy that has never taken good advice in his fucking life. Like when his dad told him not to fucking leave the mother of his children for April. Or not to buy her the truck she wanted. He won't listen, but god damn it, I still feel morally compelled to say this. Aaron, stop citing the farms. Stop because like you're interacting with your Kiwi Farms thread from your show. Dude, don't stop. Just stop. We've all got a thread on there, dude. It happens. But you don't stop. Aaron is convinced. He thinks he's such a charmer. He really thinks that like he can fool the whole world into thinking like those revenge porn charges are bullshit, even though I'm on video sending it. Man, those fucking the violation of the restraining order, that's all bullshit. Well, you're gonna believe some bitch. Nah, this is all bullshit. Right? Aaron, buddy, I'm telling you from experience, don't do this. Jim Edwards said you posted in your own thread. Yeah, what was that? In 2018? When had a little bit of a reason to not have any sense? Besides, Jim, didn't your dad die? See, that's how I'm mean back, see? His dad's dead, dude. That's pretty funny. Like, that's pretty funny. Jim's dad is actually dead, which is pretty funny. And they were very estranged. That's pretty funny, dude. What I'm saying is that a younger, less savvy Mersh already made these mistakes. And as a guy who made those mistakes, right, I'm trying to help this guy. My point is, Aaron, I'm not telling you this because I'm just so smart. I came out of my mother's pussy knowing about Kiwi Farms. No, I had to learn, and I'm telling you, don't stop engaging the farms because they're gonna fuck with you. Josh is a fucking hard. He is. He literally has to live in the kind of places where Jordan Peterson goes for medical treatment because he can't go in the U.S. He's a guy that has, despite the harassment his own mother deals with on a regular basis thanks to his stupid website, he still does it. Josh is a fucking, like literally a fucking lolly enthusiast, fucking broken dick, fucking sociopath. Josh sucks. By the way, Man at the Internet fucking sucks. I don't care how much Will Heron fucking clips the show. It's not good. All right? Josh doing a bad Medicare impression isn't a good show. Josh fucking sucks, by the way. Most of his website nowadays are like, yeah, Josh fucking sucks. Josh is a guy that runs Kiwi Farms and literally said one time, the reason there isn't a thread about me is because it's my website and I couldn't handle it mentally. I mentally could not. I run a website. I run an A-logging website. And I also want to be a streamer. And I want to have my cake and eat it too. And I want to be just like all these guys and get my super chats. But the reason I won't allow a thread about myself on my A-logging site is because I mentally wouldn't be able to handle it. Steer clear of the A-logging schizos. They're going to be out there anyway. They're all fucking f***its. Who cares? But stop fucking cozying up to them. Because everyone who's ever done it has gotten a snake bite. You hard.
Ever. They're just like... They showed a picture of somebody who got a new tattoo recently, and they said one of the most brilliant moves Aaron ever made was making this Nick's problem. And I laughed at that, but it was still kind of, like, oh. And then someone else was like, God, Aaron is just the luckiest son of a bitch.
He's feeding his own Kiwi.
Like, all of his haters, all of his A-logs just destroy themselves, and he just keeps moving forward. And that's when one person said Teflon Imholt, and the other goes, no, it's more Forrest Gump Imholt. And honestly, I'll take either one. When you're a person like me who has to learn shit the hard way, you have to be with the wrong people. And
Triple N said, this is high road Aaron.
hopefully it's the same for her. Like, because now she's been with two people in a row that are terrible for her. Me, Nick, like, two situations. And
this is another elementary level thing that Aaron's trying to do, where he's trying to be like, I'm also involving myself just to show I'm a good guy. Like, I'll admit I was bad for her as long as we can admit Nick's bad for her. Nick's great for her. Nick, unlike you, Aaron, makes April come. He's good for that pussy.
It keeps getting worse, I think the guy she was with before me, that might have been her speed. That might have been her fit. That might have been the dude. Because he was small town, he was hardworking, he was all of these, he was like a lot of the things I wasn't, like
small time loser. No, you're Aaron, even you see what I mean? Like, even in these moments where he's trying to act like he's being contrite and being kind of humble, I'm going to be magnanimous here. He's also being like, but maybe she was better off with the guy I stole her from. Because he was small town, factory. The guy was a walking Bruce Springsteen song. He was small. They were both small time. I brought April into the big leagues, and she couldn't handle it. She was snorting lines and fucking sucking everybody. She was the best piece of ass I ever had, and I had them all. Godfather. Sorry, because Aaron likes to name the thing that he does.
Like, in a good way, though. And I think that would have been really great for her. But, sometimes you got to be, with a couple pieces of shit before you realize that you can do better. And I hope she does learn that very soon. You know what? I like this.
Still doing high road. I hope she betters herself, man. She deserves better, man. She sucked my lawyer friend's dick, man. But, like, she still deserves good, man. Meanwhile, deep down, Aaron, you're still seething. You hate April. There's no way you've gotten over it this quickly. Hi, buddy. You went back to the girl you were fucking before April as, like, a backup. You know? Slam Piece is your Austin to April's Morgan. I get it, bro. You think I wanted to fucking Austin? No, I wanted to fuck Morgan. But Morgan wasn't interested anymore, and I had to fuck her best friend instead. I get it, bro. I get it. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Butthole alert, butthole alert, butthole alert. What are you doing? What are you doing, little mans? Hi, pal. Hi, little buddy. Hi, little mans.
The idea of the bad list. I like the idea of the bad list. What I want people to throw names at us for the bad list. Trucker 18 Wheeler with $10 says ban M for life. Ooh, really? People want M banned for life? I don't know if I can ban M for life.
Is he still doing coke? What's up with the nose?
If M's... Because I'll tell you this, and you guys might think I'm crazy for saying this.
All right, whatever. I don't care anymore. Aaron's boring. Stop saying I'm seething. We're not seething, Aaron. We're laughing at you. We're going to keep laughing at you. Like, I literally have the IRS on my ass. So you think I care about you, dude? Like, the fucking government wants me dead. You think I'm fucking crying about Aaron Imholt? Stop it, dude. I'm fucking crazy. Dude, are you kidding me, dude? I got the IRS coming at me. I'm still gambling, even though I'm fucking broke and I'm like fighting the IRS. Like, come on, bro. I live reckless. You think I'm bothering you? I'm Wild Bill Hickok, and you're just some guy that means me harm. Let's do it. It's time. It is fucking time. Oh, yeah. Can we get this fucking video playing, please? I don't know. I know, Zen, you sent me the other video. I don't have it. I'll fucking play it another time. I don't have the actual, because Zen Rhino made that stupid fucking, not Zen Rhino's stupid, but I mean that he took that stupid commercial for DraftKings where it's a bunch of like celebrities and it was supposed to be me and him, and I don't have that one. I know it's in my email. I just don't have time this week to find it. I'm stressed out. I'm dealing with I'm seething right now. All right, Zen, I'm seething over steel toe. I don't have time for these things. Where's the UFC? I didn't say I'm not unhinged. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always unhinged.